You know who Sophia Rain is?
I do now.
Sophia Rain had just revealed that she made, I'm going to say this, got to clear my throat, $43 million in a year, in 1 year, in a 12-month period on OnlyFans. That's probably more than an entire professional athlete team makes, not just a professional athlete. Now, this is brought on by simps, and I'll talk about the word simps on Wednesday because it happened with the NGO and how they try to take the wind out of my sails. But apparently, guys are paying $10 a month. So I looked it up and I posted it here. Regular price $10 a month. So if you do the math on the $43 million that she's earned, that works out to 4 million simps are paying for this gal over here. I'm dude, like I'm speechless. I don't know what to do with that. It's like it's unreal to me that 4 million nerds will give her $10 a month, and there's probably all the other bonuses. From what I understand, it's like the Tate's talked about, you have like upsells to like a video chat or special requests or something like that. So they make more money on the upsells. But the gross amount on the screenshot is 43,477,695 and 1 cent. Almost $44 million this chick made just showing pictures of herself. You know what? I'm not mad at her, man. I'm just disappointed in guys, right? Like, you're not getting anything out of this at all. You're just making her wealthy and just inflating her incredibly.
I don't know if I buy the 43 million number. I mean, I don't know if there's any way to verify it. I don't know why there would be a line item for gross and then another one for net, which was conveniently blurred out. So I have no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't show subscriptions, tips, posts, messages, and referrals.
So,
it just shows the gross amount.
Easy screenshot, but let's just assume it's real. There are so many ways that they could do. I mean, it's not just that. It's not just the subscription. It's like there's messaging, there's DMs, there is, and they've got people and agencies that run these things that you can sign up for SMS alerts, and they say, oh, like I just dropped something new and I'm going to release it to everybody else for $10, but you can get it now for $7.99. And that message blasts out to the entire subscriber base. And there's these upsells and all of these things. So yeah, it's an entire industry. My guess is it's not all just subscription revenue. I mean, my God, if there's really 4 million guys are subscribing to this, I mean, you're talking about half the size of New York City, man.
44 million
ridiculous.
is a ton of money. $44 million is a ton of money for a 20-year-old. Like the average guy out there that can make that kind of money is probably putting in 20 to 30 years of his life to come anywhere close to that. In 1 year, just by posting JPEGs on a website, she made $44 million. It's insane. It's bonkers.
And meanwhile, you've got a woman that did a PhD dissertation or thesis on racism of smell, and she's never going to be able to pay that money back.
I mean,
looks like you chose the wrong career.
$44 million, but I don't know. Anyway, we close that down.
Sad world.
Oh, man. Guys, just stop it. Don't stop it. Come on, man. Let's pull Resource in here. Guys, if you want to call in and ask a question, the link's in the live chat. We got a few minutes to chop it up. Resource, what's up?
Hey, guys. Totally agree with you about the Sophie thing. It's really in the guy's power if we allow it to happen. Wanted to call in and comment on I don't know, the guy who interviewed with Joe Rogan, the bald guy, about the NGOs.
Mark Anderson.
I can verify that. I was working for close to a decade for the top 3 bank, arguably the biggest bank. I think you guys kind of know how I'm talking, if that's insinuated. But just trying to stay anonymous right now. I had a client who I opened up an account for, and one of my banker um, people wanted to report them, even though I told them they weren't doing anything wrong. And literally, as she was depositing money and putting money in her account every single day, and I had set up the account correctly, notated what she was going to be doing on the account, that banker didn't like that so much money was flowing through. And this was a matter when crypto was about $1,000.
Bitcoin was $1,000.
Bitcoin, sorry.
Yeah.
And when it was 1,000 and it jumped from like 800 to like 1,500, 1,700 range,
Mhm.
that's when she was literally buying like 10,000 a day.
Mhm.
And he submitted what were called SARs. Now they're UARs now, every single day for 7 days. And I had to speak and vouch for her so that way her account didn't get closed just because of a specific individual.
Do you live
And
in
I
Canada
actually
or in the States?
states.
Okay. Yeah, it's guys, just because you put money in a bank account and you've got the PIN code to it or you have access to it, it's not necessarily yours. You don't always necessarily have the rights to it. Like we've seen this before in Cyprus and Greece and places in South America where people go to the bank to get money and they can't get it. They don't give it to them. They're like, sorry, we're closed. You can only have so much per day or whatever. You have to understand these things. Like the system is not there for you. The system is there for them.
Yeah, and that dollar threshold limit is only 6 figures. So
What do
literally,
you
if
mean
you
by that?
request that, we have to get an armored person
Mhm.
and first approve you way ahead of time. It's like 4 weeks out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I do have that other list, the TYPY program
Mhm.
that you're on, that another one of my friends' channels got thrown on to inoculate extremism. It's
Mhm.
ridiculous for the DHS programs paying those NGOs to combat
Mhm.
you guys. So I'm with you 100%. It's out there that they're funding them third party.
It's just reality of the world, man. Thanks for chiming in, Resource. Appreciate you coming.
You got it.
Thanks, bud. All right, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.